Yes, dear students, welcome back to the session. In this class, let me consider few important equations of what? Motion. Let me take a few equations of motion. So these are the very important equations of motion. Equations of motion. In mechanics means when you are going to study about moving body, frequently we are making use of following equations of what? The motion. One of the very important equation is given by S is equals to what? Ut plus half at square. This is the first equation of motion. Second equation of motion is ultimately it is given by V is equals to what? U plus at. This is another equation of motion. One more equation of motion that is given by V square is equals to what? U square plus 2as. Most frequently used equations of motion are, one is S is equals to Ut plus half at square. Second one is V is equals to what? U plus at. Third one we will call it as a V square is equals to what? U square plus 2as. These three are very fundamental equations of what? The motion. Here, let me explain the terms here. Here U stands for initial velocity of a body. What is U here? U is called initial velocity of a body. Initial velocity of a body. In general, velocity of a body at the beginning of what? Its motion. When the body starts moving, or else the velocity of a body at a time t is equals to what? 0 second. At a time t is equals to 0 second, whatever the velocity of the body we have, that velocity we will call it as an initial velocity of a body. Suppose imagine if the body starts from the rest. Initially the body is at rest, then starts moving. If the body starts from the rest, then its initial velocity is taken as 0. When the initial velocity of a body is 0, initial velocity of a body is 0 when the body starts from what? Rest. Then let me go for next term here. That term we will call it as a V. What is V here? Final velocity of a body. V stands for final velocity of a body. Velocity of a body. So, when the body starts moving, the body is going to attain some velocity after time t. Some velocity after time t. How much velocity the body is attaining after some interval of time. Generally, that velocity we will call it as a final velocity of a body during its motion. Then S stands for, what is S here? Distance traveled by a body. S stands for distance traveled. Okay? During a motion of a body, you know very well it is going to cover some distance. See, for example, a car is moving with a speed of 60 kmph. A car is moving with a speed of 60 kmph, that is 60 km per hour. If you want to calculate how much distance the car is going to travel in a given time. For example, after 30 minutes, how much distance the car is traveling. For after 45 minutes, how much distance the car can travel. That can be calculated by using S is equals to what? Ut plus what? Half at square, or else S is called distance traveled by a body. Then what is A? A stands for acceleration of a body. A stands for acceleration of a body. So, simple equations of motion are S is equals to ut plus half at square, v is equals to u plus at, v square is equals to u square plus 2as. These are called equations of motion. Here u stands for initial velocity of a body, v stands for final velocity of a body, s is nothing but distance traveled by a body, and a stands for what? Acceleration of a body, and t is a time here. T stands for time. So very important information let me convey you is these equations are applicable only when the body has uniform acceleration. Point to be noted here. These equations are applicable provided the acceleration of a body is uniform, or else the acceleration of a body is constant. If the acceleration of a body is constant, then only I can apply the three equations of motion to calculate the various parameters. If I ask what is the importance of the equation, then the answer is simple. During motion of any body, when the body is in the state of motion, in order to calculate how much distance the body can travel in a given time, how much velocity the body can have after some time t, how much acceleration the body can have. So these all parameters can be calculated by using these equations of motion. As I said you, what is the condition to use these equations? The condition is very simple. These equations are used when the acceleration is constant. Okay? Yes, dear students, let me solve some important numericals based on what? The equations of motion. Let me consider the first example here, that is example 1. Write down the example 1 here. Example 1. An object starts from rest. An object starts from rest, gains an velocity, of 10 meter per second, gains an velocity of 10 meter per second in 5 seconds. In 5 seconds. What is its acceleration? What is its acceleration? Oh, look at the problem carefully and analyze which parameters are given here. Clearly they mentioned an object starts from rest. What is the meaning of object starts from rest? Its initial velocity is 0. What are the given values here? Object starts from rest, therefore its initial velocity is equals to 0. And the same object is going to gain velocity of how much it is? 10 meter per second in 5 seconds. Means after 5 seconds, that is t is equals to 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, same object is going to have the velocity of what? 10 meter per second. As I said you, velocity of a body after some interval of time, we will call it as a final velocity. That is final velocity is given. The final velocity is given. The final velocity is given by what? 10 meter per second. Initial velocity is given. Time is given. final velocity is given. They are asking you to find what is acceleration. How many equations of motion we have? 3 equations. One is v is equals to what? U plus at. Second one is s is equals to ut plus half at square. Third one is v square is equals to what? U square plus 2as. So here they have given the value of u, they have given the value of t, they have given the value of v, and they are asking to calculate a. Which equation is suitable here? We have to calculate the value of what? A here. So v is given, u is given, t is given. We have to calculate the value of a. Therefore, which equation I am using here? We have v is equals to what? U plus at. V is equals to u plus at. Then what is v here? V is equals to 10, which is equals to what is u? Initial velocity, that is 0, plus we are calculating the value of a, that is as it is, a as it is. T value is given, that is equals to 5. Okay. Next step, 10 equals to a into 5, that is 5a. Then what is a here? A is equals to 10 divided by 5. What is 10 divided by 5? 10 divided by 5 is 2 meter per second square. What is the value of acceleration here? The acceleration of a body is given by a is equals to 2 meter per second square. Okay? Yes. Let me take one more example here. Example 2. Write down the example 2 here. An object moving with uniform velocity of 10 meter per second. Uniform velocity of 10 meter per second comes to rest in 5 seconds. Comes to rest in 5 seconds. What is its acceleration? What is its acceleration? Okay, I am writing in short, that is acceleration. Concentrate here. They are asking you to find the acceleration at the end of 5 seconds. They are asking you to calculate the acceleration at the end of 5 seconds, because at the end of 5 seconds the body comes to rest. Initially the body was moving with a velocity 10 meter per second. After 5 seconds the body comes to rest. Means initial velocity was 10 meter per second. Its final velocity is 0. Its final velocity is 0 means the velocity changed from 10 meter per second to what? 0 after 5 seconds. When the velocity changes, definitely the body should have the acceleration. They are asking you to calculate the acceleration. Suppose if they ask acceleration before 5 seconds. Suppose if they ask acceleration before 5 seconds, my answer is 0. Why my answer is 0? Because up to 5 seconds, the object is moving with what? Uniform velocity. When the velocity of a body is uniform, you know very well its acceleration is 0. But after 5 seconds, that is exactly at 5 seconds, what happened? The body comes to the rest. Body comes to the rest means definitely its velocity changed from 10 meter per second to what? 0 meter per second. That's what the body can have the acceleration, and we are calculating acceleration at the end of 5 seconds. Okay? An object moving with uniform velocity of 10 meter per second. So initially object was moving with a velocity of 10 meter per second. Initially the object is not rest here. Initially the object is moving with a velocity of 10 meter per second. Comes rest. Comes rest means its final velocity is equal to 0. Comes to rest. After how many seconds? After t is equals to 5 seconds. Comes to rest. After t is equal to 5 seconds. They are asking you to find acceleration. Once again, you know the value of u, you know the value of v, okay? You know the value of t. They are asking you to calculate a. Which formula are you using? The formula used here is v is equals to u plus what? 80. What is v? V is equals to 0. What is u? U is equals to 10. Plus what is a? We have to calculate. What is t? T is equals to 5. Okay? Transfer 10 to this side. If you transfer 10 to this side, it will become minus 10. You know very well. Minus 10 is equals to what? 5a. Then what is a? A is equals to minus 10 divided by what? 5. Yes? Then a is equals to minus 10 divided by 5 is minus 2 meter per second square. This is the value of acceleration. So in this case, I am not using the term acceleration. I will call it as retardation. Negative sign indicates that body has retardation. In the acceleration concept, I explained what is acceleration and what is retardation. When the retardation is taken, suppose the velocity of a body is decreased during its motion, then the acceleration will be negative. The negative acceleration will call it as a retardation. Obviously, initially it was body was having the velocity of 10. After 5 seconds, the body has a velocity of 0. Therefore, the velocity of a body is decreased here. Hence, the acceleration is negative. But in the previous problem, initially the body was rest. After 5 seconds, the body was having the velocity 10 meter per second. In that case, the velocity was increased from 0 to 10. Hence, the acceleration was positive. But here, the velocity is decreased. Therefore, the acceleration is negative. So, this is another example which is related to what? The equations of what? The motion. I guess we'll stop here only. In the next class, I will come with a few more examples which are related to equations of motion. Okay.